Take a seat.
Take a seat. Okay, everyone, welcome to the official Oscar podcast of The Dot Podcast. I'm Zach Palmer alongside...
with Devin McNerland.
And ya boy. That's it.
Andy Schmidt.
Andy Schmidt.
The further we go on, the less of my name I reveal.
Alright, so we're here to talk about the Oscars.
Solid show.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean,
what a great fucking year.
Yeah.
It genuinely
Just
was.
great movies all around.
Normally, I'm like the cynical asshole that's always like,
don't
actually,
sit down like that.
I want to sit down like that. normally I'm the cynical asshole that's always like, oh, the Oscars were pretty shit this year. But even I'll admit, it was a solid year.
The biggest Oscar snub though was Boss Baby.
Definitely.
Boss Baby's a good movie. Why is I don't get why people like treat that like the Emoji Movie.
Yeah, it really isn't.
I mean, I get why.
I saw it at a movie theater with a rat. I saw it at a dollar movie theater in North Hollywood, Valley Plaza 6 for you guys in LA.
For all of you in LA, just all of you listening.
There was a rat. There's a rat in my theater. We
Christ.
told the people twice. They did nothing about it. So we got bored of the movie. It felt like we were sitting in mold. And so we left.
I think, honestly, a big part of the reason the Boss Baby is getting a lot of blowback.
It became a meme.
It did become a meme, but I think there was a lot of Eastern animation this year that was like supposedly really good. Like Your Name is like was a fantastic film.
I don't think like the Twitter normies were.
No, well,
that though. I mean, the ones that I really
there were
saw,
Twitter normies, but I saw a large portion of people who were definitely just upset that movies like Your Name and A Silent Voice did not get nominated when those were like Your Name is one of the highest grossing movie in Japan.
I think that's a different beast entirely. I think the reason why people were treating it like a meme, like I distinctly remember when it got nominated for Best Original Best Animated Feature, like the stuff I saw on Twitter, it wasn't like this should have been nominated over Boss Baby. Or it wasn't like Your Name should have been nominated over Boss Baby. It was just like, haha, Boss Baby got nominated. What? And it was like, because it's not the Emoji Movie.
I'm probably wrong here. I'm not. Also, I think Your Name came out last year, so
I think it did.
Yeah, so I'm probably like. I'm gonna say generally, whatever happens, I'm gonna be 60% wrong on this podcast.
What was the hardest category for you guys to decide?
Best Picture for me.
For me, it was visual effects. Yeah, visual effects.
Visual effects was really tough this year.
No, I mean, in terms of like what I personally wanted to win, that's different. But what I thought was gonna win, I mean, I knew for. I feel like every single year, other than 2015, that was Ex Machina winning over Force Awakens was a shock. Other than that year, I feel like every year in recent memory to me, there's been like a clear, obvious winner. It's like, Interstellar's fucking winning. There's no way it's not. There's no way Jungle Book
but I think for me, it's just like I think they were all doing different things with their technology. Guardians of the Galaxy was a film that was all about using its visual effects to invoke emotion.
I agree.
While Blade Runner 2049 was all about creating this like very distinct, grimy like 2049 world. And then you have stuff like Kong Skull Island
doing his own thing.
Kong Skull Island. And you can literally see the individual hairs on King Kong. And every single monster in that was interesting. It was new. It was unique.
Great monster movie.
It was unique. All of them. It wasn't that J.J. Abrams kind of like basic.
No. It was such a good. You're right. I never thought about that.
I know the skull crawlers.
The skull crawlers. You're right. Totally, none of them were gray alien humanoids.
Yeah,
and
none of them were Cloverfield tentacle monsters. Yeah. All the monsters in that movie.
And Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi is fucking great.
I think what I appreciate so much about that movie is the design of its visual effects, because really, that is a movie that takes the Star Wars formula more than like Rogue One or The Force Awakens and really reinvents it into something different and new that I really admired and liked.
Yeah.
We were seeing things in that movie that we had never seen in Star Wars before, and I really did enjoy that.
And I was kind of ashamed that it won nothing. Because what did score win?
The Last Jedi didn't win anything. Original score went to Shape of Water.
Shape of Water, which I understand, but John Williams is a master not only in Star Wars, but in E.T. and Jaws and Jurassic Park.
I don't think you have to. I don't think you should take the artist entire work into consideration for
no, of course,
awards.
but I do feel that the theme
he's won many times, dude. He deserved to win for Last
Jedi
is fine score. No, for me, I mean, in terms of original, like some of the biggest snubs of the nominees.
Yeah,
that's the thing I always got to press it, because if I had like complete say, this list would look very, very different. But of the nominees, of the choices we had, really the only two things that I were upset by were Baby Driver not winning editing. And
that was very upsetting.
That was fucking.
That made me
what one
mad
again?
Over anything.
Here's the thing: Dunkirk is an expertly crafted movie. If Baby Driver did not come out this year, I would love for Dunkirk to win. But Baby Driver is one of the fucking best edited movies of all fucking time.
That movie is like built on its editing. Bullshit. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Phantom Thread. Sorry, what were you saying?
No. What I'm saying is that movie really was. That was like the biggest thing about that movie. It wasn't necessarily the directing. It wasn't necessarily the script. Though they were both great, the editing really was what the movie was about.
100%. Phantom Thread not winning original score for me was the other big one.
I was fine with that, honestly, because I really did love the soundtrack, or the score of Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water score, I was listening to it this morning, and it is admittedly, it's very, again, it's sort of like...
They're doing different things, honestly.
Yeah, again, it's like, oh yeah, they're completely opposite tones. One is like peace and serenity, and then like love and happiness. One is like this deep like dread. And, they're completely opposite.
Shape of Waters is like using a lot of like these sci-fi horns and Phantom Thread is using strings and it's just very uncomfortable music.
Sorry, what were you saying?
That's why I kind of was hoping Dunkirk would win, just because of the soundtrack itself kind of affected the movie so like intensely. That's what kept me on the edge of my seat.
Dunkirk also had an incredible score. Of the original score, I like we're just talking about original score.
The original score was a great category. There were so many good categories this year. The I have not been to a Oscars, or I have not watched an Oscars that was so that was so just dense with good movies.
Yeah.
So and like just well chosen categories.
Where there really was no clear winner in most of the categories.
Yeah.
I would disagree.
Well, actually, yeah. A lot of them were,
best actor.
I'm not saying all of the categories. I'm saying most.
Yeah. Best actor, even though there's a lot of great talent in there, Gary Oldman was the clear winner. Again, me personally, I would have given it to Daniel Day, because I love Phantom Thread.
Especially, I was surprised he didn't win, especially since it was his last.
I understand why
Gary Oldman's the
Gary Oldman it's such a transformative performance.
It's a great.
It really is.
I'm not upset about him winning.
Yeah, and I think while Daniel Day-Lewis's performance in Phantom Thread is just a completely.
You liked Phantom Thread, right?
Yeah, I did. I think it was.
I love Phantom Thread.
I think he nailed that character, and he really did just perfectly embody what he was trying to do, and he felt human. And I think honestly, like I said, every actor in that category, fantastic. Daniel Kaluuya, when they showed his clip, they showed his clip, I was like, damn, I forgot how good that performance was.
He's really fucking good in that movie. I'm glad he got that nomination. Yeah. I'm so happy Get Out won original screenplay. I did not think it would.
That made me so happy.
Because it does deserve a lot more than I think the Oscars are giving credit for.
Oh yeah, like if I were in charge, I'd give it direct. I wouldn't necessarily give it best original screenplay.
I would have given it best picture. Honestly.
Yeah, I would have given it best picture. Like when we came to best picture and Shape of Water one, we were. It seemed like we were a bit disappointed.
All of us because from the get go, I thought that Best Picture was either going to be Three Billboards or Shape of Water. Because my thinking is my sort of logic was, and I could be wrong about this. If I'm wrong about this, fuck me. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure.
We're gonna fuck you anyways. Yeah, don't worry about
it. Anyways, I'm pretty sure every single winner of Best Picture at the Oscars has either also won one of the screenplay awards or Best Director. Yeah. So I walked into this like, okay, even though Best Picture isn't necessarily a clear winner, Guillermo del Toro is very clearly the favorite to win Best Director, and Martin McDowell for Three Billboards was the clear winner to win Best Original Screenplay. So I'm like, okay, it's down to the two of those.
Yeah, but then what? Then
then,
Jordan Peele, yeah.
Yeah, and then when Jordan Peele won original screenplay, I'm like, oh no, Get Out. Maybe it's like because Get Out was such a fucking. It
was a phenomenal film.
It really
It's
did. Like,
such a good fucking movie.
I think we really do kind of forget almost that how good like
it's
some of
such
the
a good
like
movie.
just like looking at the Oscars this year. I was like being reminded of all these great films that I saw over the year, and I was like, oh yeah. These are just like very well crafted, like expertly done films. Like Lady Bird. Oh my god. I forgot how great Lady Bird is in almost
Bird is
like
such a good
every
movie.
aspect of it.
How many
Lady
times
Bird
have you
is
seen Lady Bird?
fantastic. What?
How many times have you
I've
seen
only
Lady
seen it once, but I fell
an
in love
asshole.
with it. Dude, I know I'm an asshole.
I've seen it like 4 times, motherfucker.
I want to see Lady Bird so much more than I have.
Twice in theaters. I saw it like 2 times on what are the screeners?
Screeners, yeah.
I saw it twice on screeners.
It's so good. It's so funny, but it's so just real. And that is,
I wish
like, while I do really love Get Out winning screenplay, that's the one where I'm just like, I love it, but at the same time, I really do wish Lady Bird got that nod. Because I really did love Lady Bird's
But
script.
what Get Out did with the genre is that take pretty much every stereotype of the genre and put it into like this social thing.
Yeah. Here's the thing: how the Oscars work a lot of the times is they usually treat the screenplay categories as their honorable mentions type things. So that's what I think. That's why I think they gave it to Jordan Peele.
Get Out and Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah, it was because they're like, we like your movies, but we don't want to give you Best Picture. Granted, a genre movie won Best Picture. That's fucking great.
Yeah,
even
really.
though I didn't even like Shape of Water all that much.
I like
but the
Shape
fact
of Water
that
a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's a expertly crafted movie, but I think it's just okay.
I think one of the biggest tragedies...
I get why people love it, though.
One of the biggest tragedies of this year in Oscars was the fact that my man, Michael Shannon, was not nominated for his fucking expert performance in that film.
What's his face? Richard Jenkins, who is not the best supporting actor in that movie.
In that fucking movie.
Oh my god,
he
he's
was
so
He was
good.
in maybe like 3 scenes.
He's
No, he's in a lot of the
performance.
movie. He's good in the movie. I'm not saying he's bad, but oh my god, Michael Shannon.
Michael
so
Shannon in that
good.
movie is
I
honestly
love Michael Shannon.
one of my favorite performances
It's so good. It's
Of the year?
of the year. Yeah,
Really?
I'd say. I was gonna say of all time. I'd say of the past 10 years. Of the past 10 years, it is definitely one of my favorite performances, just because of how
of a villain or just in general.
I would say of a villain.
Yeah, that's,
and
that's
also
more fair.
and also like top 25 in general.
Yeah.
It's up there.
It's so good.
I wouldn't say of all time.
No, not that was a
Nomination.
hyperbole. But no, if you haven't seen Shape of Water, I assume that you're going to go out and see it now because
One Best
goddamn.
Picture, the Academy
And it
Awards.
really was a fun film, especially if you're like a big fan of the Universal Monster movies, like those like
Yes.
original Universal.
As someone who's
like,
a massive fan of Tom Cruise.
but like
just
Creature
saying.
from like the Black Lagoon, all those old Universal Monster movies
I
are the
love
best.
how someone's trying to sue Shape of Water for like
yeah.
plagiarism.
Yeah.
No one claimed that movie was original.
Yeah.
No,
That's the
was-
whole thing about that movie is that it's not original.
Yeah, no, it's heavily based off of
It's clearly just all these movies that Guillermo del Toro likes that he's put.
and if you take a look at it, it's almost identical to Return of the Creature of the Black Lagoon.
oh 100%.
Yeah, it's wild.
And that's the point of it.
Yeah.
It's a Beauty and the Beast fairy tale.
Well,
that's
because-
what it fucking is.
And also, like Guillermo, I think in just a beautiful moment of self-awareness in his just Best Picture just
dabbed
speech.
when he won Best Director.
No, when
that was
he,
amazing.
when he was talking about genre film,
Yes!
and how he said like it is important for if you want to use genre as a bridge almost to like talk about bigger issues, and that's how you're gonna get noticed. Because I believe that firmly, and that's how Get Out and Shape of Water
100%.
became two of the biggest movies of the year.
100%.
And I think that's something that Hollywood needs to recognize more
100%.
because if they don't like start recognizing, oh, people like it when you do weird shit,
Yes.
Genre
then
films
they're not going to make any money.
Well, as someone who loves all genre, you guys know me. I love me some horror. I love me some sci-fi. I
love horror.
I love horror
You
so
love
much.
horror
It's
too
so
much.
fun. I just love.
And he's wearing 6 horror movie costumes right now.
He has
Yes.
a pentagram on his
It's
chest.
bizarre.
Black
I don't
t-shirt,
trust
you
him
know.
honestly.
No, like I love genre. And that's one. I would say that's one of my, if not my biggest problem with the Academy Awards is their complete disrespect towards genre shit.
Absolutely.
And then, like, the fact that Get Out was there, and they got Shape of Water, and Logan got an adapted screenplay nomination, which I was so fucking happy about. I was happy with this year's list, because I'm like, yes,
I do think
genre shit.
You do have to kind of, like, trace it back a little bit. To, like, 2015, I think, was the year where we really started to see genre films
I was
get
so
kicked in.
happy Fury Road got in there.
Fury Road, Ex Machina.
Yeah, we got Ex Machina in there. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah,
Star
well, to be
Wars-
fair, yeah.
Star
Yeah,
Wars got
Ex
nominated.
Machina was not Best Picture. Star
Yeah,
Wars got lost some
And
more
to be fair,
technical shit.
Ex Machina,
that was Best Picture.
Ex Machina was still like a prestigious film.
That did.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that.
true.
I think it did.
I mean, all these movies are
Yeah,
hard.
they're. That's what Guillermo's kind of talking about though. Like it's taking genre and like looking through. It's taking genre.
It's
and
doing
using,
art house
yeah.
shit through genre.
Exactly. That's what.
Yeah,
I'm trying to say. Thank you.
and I think that's important because
Not necessarily art house, but
Yeah.
no prestigious. Let's say
No,
prestigious.
I wouldn't
that's
say-
a better word for it.
I wouldn't even say it's prestigious. I think it's just exploring bigger ideas
Social
and like
commentary.
yes, SJW bullshit.
SJWs are ruining
Water.
everything.
They're ruining the Shape of Water.
Yeah, but I think if you like go back to Fury Road and how that, I think that movie opened doors for just genre movies coming into the landscape of the Oscars in a way that hadn't really been a thing since like Deer Hunter almost. Like,
Deer Hunter was
yeah,
a genre movie?
No, Deer Hunter was like I think was one of the movies that started us into this like fucking thing of
the
like
not-
the
Yeah,
Oscar
you're right.
prestige movies.
Well, because I know Lily
Because Star
Ellis,
Wars was
Lindsay-
nominated for Best
Lindsay
Picture.
Ellis.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, the original.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
the-
the original. That's not really a fair comparison because that was the biggest movie.
Yeah, of all time.
It
in
would have
77.
been complete bullshit if they did nominate Star Wars, and they didn't nominate Empire Strikes Back.
No, well, but they did nominate it for other things. They did not. I thought they.
Well, again, like nominating something for best visual effects is different than nominating it for.
It's been a while.
Well, no, yeah.
That's
No,
the
but-
moral of the story.
And the
Didn't
thing is that
start
once
the-
it started making sequels and prequels and became a franchise, they completely dumped it out of the water.
No one wanted them to nominate the fucking prequels for best.
Well, no, but people
And I don't
wanted to
think- I don't
nominate
think-
Empire Strikes Back.
I think
And
Empire-
Last Jedi script at least should have been nominated. I think.
Can we talk about?
Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Last Jedi?
I wouldn't say like I think
don't
this
know.
year was a very good year for scripts.
Scripts. That's
a solid
true.
year for
Yeah,
this is a solid year.
I would like to talk about Frances McDormand and the actresses in the leading role bit.
Yeah.
I think the actresses in the leading role,
Oh, for Three Billboards, Frances McDormand.
three billboards, and more just the Three Billboards in general.
I love Three Billboards.
I think
know a lot
it's
of people don't
I think
like
it's
it.
an
I
okay
love
film,
it.
but I think really
I didn't get to see it. Yeah.
I think the
Am I the
things
only
that
one? Wait, question. Am I the only one here who's seen every single Best Picture nominee?
I think
Probably.
so. Yeah.
I totally have.
For me, honestly, though, I think
I'm the best
this
person
is.
here, basically. I'm the best film.
I am
student
very
of you guys.
pleased with Frances McDormand and Sam Rockwell's victories here.
Yeah.
I think they are well earned. Like I didn't care for Three Billboards
I
that
love
much,
Three Billboards.
but
It's so
I think
good.
Sam Rockwell.
I don't
I'm
appreciate
very
the hate that movie's
pleased.
getting.
I'm very pleased because I thought the strongest
So good in
things
that
in that
movie.
movie really were those two performances.
He's so fucking good in that movie.
I think they elevate a muddled script at times, and they take something that really,
appreciate this trash.
really
Oh my
is
God.
kind
My
of
man.
honestly a like in lesser hands, it would have just been a
Yeah.
completely mediocre movie. I would have had no desire to see it. But honestly, Frances McDormand just really upped the game, and through her performance, I think really made a great show. However,
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head.
and
right
I really think I can sum it up with two words. Inclusion rider.
What is that? what does that mean?
I thought she was gonna say I thought when
Like
she said
being
that,
inclusive and stuff. Like
First
that.
off, as someone who's normally not a big fan of SJW bullshit, I thought I thought the Oscars-
SJW
Star Wars. My
I
favorite
thought-
character.
The bit when at the Oscars, when they were talking about inclusion and shit, I thought it was very, very tastefully done. I thought it wasn't obnoxious. I didn't think it was hateful. I didn't think it was anything. I fucking liked it, and I was like, yeah, you're right. This is good shit. Inclusion does fucking matter. It genuinely does.
fucking.
I did not feel preached to.
What's his name? Kamal.
Yeah. I can't say his name.
Kamal Nanjiani.
Yes, Kamal Nanjiani. When he was talking in
the
that little.
basic guy. The bit when he's some of my favorite movies are by white dudes, but you can
straight white dudes, but I connect with them
And
because,
I'm like, oh,
that's
yeah.
how movies work. And it's
Yeah,
like,
movies
you're
should
right.
be connective.
You're
Yeah.
right.
And you should be able to connect
Yeah.
with a gay guy as much as you could
right.
connect with a straight guy,
Yeah.
black guy,
Yeah.
Asian dude, Asian girl, Latina, so forth and so on.
All peoples.
All people should be connected into
grab
one.
hands, everyone.
All people should be one. All people should be one gelatinous blob with 8 arms, and 2 legs.
Can't connect to Zach though. No one can connect.
Yeah, everyone should live in harmony except Zach.
Except Zach.
Well, I often find it to be that humans have a hard time relating to a god.
Oh God. Even though I'm a man.
Christopher. Okay, I know you guys are gonna laugh at me, but Christopher Plummer really fucking stepped it up.
I'm not gonna laugh at you.
No, he's like, I put Christopher Plummer as best actor.
Like a fool.
Yeah, but I really thought
That was we did fun. I don't know if we mentioned this on the podcast yet. We did have a little game.
Oh yeah, we had our game.
First off, I printed out paper. I spent 30 cents at our local school library.
Yeah.
To print out the official Oscar ballot, so all 3 of us could make our
Could have
predictions.
just gone paperless. No one would have cared. It wouldn't have mattered.
Sorry, dude.
Would have made less noise on the podcast, honestly.
So I think best.
So anyways, I think
I'm very sorry for that, by the way.
Yeah, I did that very close to the mic. Of our predictions, Devin McNerlin got 9 of his predictions correct.
9 out of 24, is it?
How many fucking predictions
20.
are there? 1, 2... Yeah, Zach, you're faster at counting.
24. Yeah.
24.
Of the 24, Devin McNerlin, who I, in parentheses, wrote the gay.
Oh, snap.
That hurts. That really hurts.
I was drunk when I wrote that. I wrote... Devin got 9.
Okay.
Zachary Palmer got 12.
A solid 12. A solid 12.
And Mr. Me got a solid, what the fuck is that? I can't read tally marks.
16?
That is 17. I got
17.
That's very impressive, Andy.
I am the winner. Again, best film scene.
Mr. Movie.
And
Mr. Movie Boy.
that does mean
me.
that Devin will have to clean our dishes because he has never done it.
I haven't.
Yeah, Devin, you've never fucking done
That's
this.
because you always eventually do it.
That's true. It's because I low-key like doing dishes. It's a weirdly satisfying thing.
No, but Christopher Plummer. I don't know.
It was they nominated him as like an.
I don't think.
No,
he didn't deserve to be nominated. He's fine. I'm not saying he's fine in the movie.
But the movie was put in such a position, and that
it's not a very good movie.
Oh, All the Money in the World is a great movie. I really liked it.
I think you can really like. You can chalk up half of his performance to him and half of it up to Ridley Scott, really.
I guess.
Because I think that's a performance that is based almost entirely on Ridley Scott being like, "Hey, we gotta go. We got 5 minutes to shoot this shit, and I don't have any money."
Yeah,
it very much is based on.
They already paid Kevin Spacey for that.
Yeah,
you already got that.
And as you were saying, it's a really it's almost disgusting because he really was the greatest actor in Hollywood at the time.
He was the greatest showman.
But
look out, cause here I come.
But now when you like see him in like a movie or something,
it makes you sick.
It's
it
disgusting
really does. Because because he's a great actor, but he's also a despicable human being. That's why I think the movie that really is going to like stick for him really will be American Beauty, because that's just a movie that's
I don't know 9 Lives.
That's a different. Oh yeah,
9 Lives is pretty up there.
Yeah, I think it's a frankly sickening situation, and I'm glad honestly that he's not like I don't think he's gonna have a career.
Oh God, no. Hey, Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey are out of there.
Yeah, and I think they're the ones who have been most affected by far by the Me Too movement.
They were the 2 like big ones.
They're the 2 like literal rapists.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Was Kevin Spacey accused of rape?
He tried. He was at least an attempted rapist.
Oh no, that was. I don't know.
But also, it's definitely just the response. Because his response really did fuck him over.
That is kind of the fuck.
If you look at some of the other responses of the time, you look at Ben Affleck. You look at
Ben Affleck wasn't accused of.
No, he was accused of sexually harassing women.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was accused of knowing about wine.
No, he was accused of sexually harassing some women.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and you look at fucking Louis C.K. and you're just like, That's
It's a tricky
unfortunate.
situation.
It really is unfortunate what you did, but you responded to it. They did some pretty disgusting things, allegedly. I can't say, but like,
But
their response to it was active and it was effective.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kevin Spacey's
See-
response was truly despicable
was
and
pretty
really
yeah, it was I'm gay. That doesn't excuse shit.
Yeah,
Just-
it throws the entire gay community under the bus and really does hurt just everything.
Everyone,
It hurts
yeah.
everyone, and I'm so glad that he has been rightfully shunned from the community for it.
It is pretty fucked though.
that and however you want. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it is pretty fucked though how like so much of like human life is basically just a popularity contest.
Yeah,
Like, because we've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about like true crime shit.
Yeah.
It's always like a lot of like falsely imprisoned or falsely convicted people, like the United States justice system getting it wrong. And it's just like I'm like, wow, this is so fucked up. How like the United States justice system really just relies on like collecting 20 random human beings
And seeing who's most popular.
but yeah, it's basically a popularity contest. It's like, yeah, let's convince you just based on like, it's fine.
I don't know.
Granted, there's literally no better option.
Yeah.
But just like really thinking about like the way the judicial system works in America and about how like again like these sexual harassment things work, like how Roman Polanski got work and continued to get work, and he was won
Oscar.
won Best Director in 2004, like 30 years after he raped someone.
Yeah.
And after he fled the country.
After he fled the country and was not
And
allowed back in the country. Meryl Streep gave him a standing. Look this up. Look up Meryl's fucking on YouTube. You can look up Roman Polanski winning the Academy Award for Best Director.
And
for
Meryl
The
Streep
Pianist.
stood up.
Meryl Streep led.
What didn't
the
someone
standing
call her
ovation.
out on that or something?
People called her out on that. Yeah.
On a lighter note,
Yeah.
Coco
yeah, really
won Best Song.
Oh, yeah.
Good,
and that was good for
choice.
Coco.
It's a
Oscar-
good-
It's
another
a
one.
really great song.
Another Oscar snub.
great
Look
song.
out, here I come.
Look out, 'cause here I
It's the
come.
worst
I know
song
it.
in
No,
that movie.
when-
It's the worst
When,
song
when
in
we
that
were when we
movie.
were talking about it in the Oscar, I was actually almost expecting to win. No, because we were talking about it. We were talking about it's like, what if it does win? What if it does win?
Oh,
and I was
God,
like,
yeah.
oh wait,
What if it does win?
It was kind of like that with
So
Get
I
Out.
was so ready.
It was like that with Best Picture, where like I went into the show convinced that Shape of Water was gonna win, and throughout the entire show I was convinced Shape of Water was gonna win. But after that original screenplay, and
Yeah.
Get Out was a surprise hit. Now it was a surprise win. I was like, oh fuck, maybe Get Out legitimately does have a chance. And then they show that montage. Where they showed Get Out again.
Yeah.
I remembered. I was like, "Fuck, Get Out's such a good movie," and we were all so hyped. I was so fucking
Oh
hyped.
wait, you
I
look.
was so ready to just jump up and be like, "Fuck yeah, Get Out won Best Picture!" And they're like, "Shape of Water." I was like, "Oh,
Cool.
Yeah,
fine."
that's cool. I guess.
I
really did
whatever.
deserve it.
At least it's at least a movie with a monster that looks like that has won Best Picture.
Kobe Bryant has an
Oh
Oscar.
yeah, Kobe has an Oscar.
I never didn't see any of the shorts.
I didn't see any.
Except
Yeah.
Lou. Except Lou. I was surprised Lou didn't win.
I looked Dear Basketball up on YouTube. It's really great.
Is it really?
It's got just it's so fantastically animated, and it's got like a short story / poem
Yeah.
from Kobe Bryant, and it's just beautiful. It really is. Just on a sheer animation level. Look out, 'cause here I come.
the worst song from that movie.
We've been talking about a couple of the categories. We have a couple of categories left, but a couple of the commercials too. Like, like
those-
like
Are we talking about the box?
the box.
The
That
box.
was stupid
No,
shit.
okay. I think
Melissa McCarthy is
Melissa
not a
McCarthy, yes.
director.
no. Who was what was her name? The sci-fi one.
The beard lady.
No.
oh,
Dee
Dee
Reese.
Reese.
Dee Reese. I really liked that one.
Yeah, it was fine.
Cool.
I really thought it. I thought it was phenomenal. I thought it was amazing. And Taika Waititi.
Oh, yeah,
Taika
Taika Waititi
Waititi
was
in a
He was
commercial.
in a
That was
commercial.
cool.
It was
He's a
pretty cool.
celebrity endorsement now.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
That's kind of fun.
I'm happy about that.
I was actually surprised by some of the look of some of the short film live action stuff because most people I would say do not watch the short films.
It's a weird category.
That being said, this year I was really interested, just like after
watching them, yeah.
because especially the one that won, The Silent Child. It's just about like a child who like is fucking mute.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really interesting topic, and and I think the presenter or the receivers of the award really did kind of sell me on the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna check out The Silent Child now.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of neat looking at just looking at all the short categories in general. Like even the documentaries had some like weird shit. Like the 405 one. What is it called? What is the official name?
Heaven is a traffic jam on 405. I think.
Heaven is a traffic jam on 405. There was some like really neat like effects in it. Like there was just this one shot where she's like curled in a ball and like colors were spouting out of her and she was like almost panicking. I was like, whoa, that really got me.
That traffic stop looked pretty brutal.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in looking at that too now.
I think the short film to me that really looked interesting to me was Look Out, 'Cause Here I Come.
That is my favorite short film.
Look out, 'cause here I come.
I actually
I'm a lady who's
I'm also
got
interested in that Negative Space
Even though I could
short
just
film.
shave off the fucking beard. She's the worst character to make the movie.
Yeah, that is true.
And she's the only one that doesn't need to be there. Just shave off the fucking beard.
Yeah. There was because there was like Siamese twins. There was a guy with fucking scales.
Everyone else cannot physically control their deformities. All you have to do is just shave your beard, and you won't be an outsider.
We're talking about The Greatest Showman, by the way.
It's fine.
If you don't know what song we're referencing,
It's cute. I'm not in the musicals out.
I thought it was okay, but the thing is that they could have done it so much better.
It's an underdog movie, and I appreciate the fact that it's a box office.
An underdog.
It's an underdog.
An underdog movie requires it to be of high quality.
No, not necessarily.
Come on.
No, because a lot of studio like Fox was very, very nervous about that movie. The only greenlit after La La Land was a big hit, and even then they gave it a very limited budget.
Yeah.
And critics kind of did trash it. And it only opened to, I believe it only opened like 18 million in the U.S. domestically, off of like a $30 million budget, which is not good. But like through word of mouth alone, it's made like 300 million worldwide. So and it's also not based on anything. Which as someone who's a big
based
fan,
off P.T. Barnum.
yeah,
that's not a thing. It's not. Based,
It is a thing. It's a human.
It's not based on. It's not based on IP. Is what I mean.
That's true.
It's not based. It's not a franchise.
Speaking
It's
of
not
that,
based on
can
a
we
book.
talk about something that I
that.
consider an upset? Actually,
What's your consideration of an upset?
the production design Oscar going to Shape of Water instead of Blade Runner 2049.
I
feel like
expected
that was-
that. I expected that.
honestly,
I
didn't
got a
call
lot of
that.
my predictions just based on like I just looked at like Variety and Hollywood Reporter and like what like people on Twitter were predicting. Like,
Oh, so you weren't using your own opinions,
that's
Andy?
no, I for like
Oh, so you
for some of the
cheated.
more-
So you should watch the
Yeah.
for
dishes.
some of the more technical shit.
Get in the kitchen,
Get
bitch.
it.
For some of the more technical shit, I got some like the production.
No,
design,
but for me, like
I got my prediction.
I think when I was looking at production design, I was really looking at just a lot of the lighting that was done in Blade
It's not
Runner
really
2040.
production design.
No, production design is just all the production
All
in
the
general.
physical elements.
Yeah, all the visuals in general.
Yeah.
No, visuals. That's a lot of cinematography as well.
Okay.
Okay. Discounting.
I guess
win cinematography.
you are correct. Okay, then. But still, I think a lot of the, I think the design for me, like I don't know.
I don't know, 'cause-
I guess I'm wrong. I'm always wrong.
I don't know.
Remember,
No,
kids, 60% wrong.
My thing is, I do get kind of tired of like seeing production design and costume design specifically. How like every single movie ever nominated in those categories is always period pieces, and I do get admittedly kind of bored because I'm like, but is that really like inventive and creative? Because
Yeah, that's true. But
like I this is coming from someone who knows literally fucking nothing about production design, especially costume design. I just like at some point, does it really just like is it still this impressive to see someone dressed in an 18th century
Well,
outfit?
I think a lot of the production design for Shape of Water really did revolve around the labs and like the homes of that time, and I do think like look in hindsight there was some really strong like just creative like almost fairy tale-esque comic book things there, and I'm okay with it.
The
winning.
apartment next to the theater that was really neat, and just the chamber in general.
Yeah, to be clear, I'm not like upset that Shape of Water won, but it was surprising to me at the time. Cinematography? Blade
Blade
Runner.
Runner, yeah, we all-
Roger Deakins, he finally got it.
Finally.
He
God
finally
bless.
got it. That's amazing.
We were not listening to his speech at all.
Oh no, because we were too busy. Like, fuck yeah, Roger Deakins won.
Woo! Take it off!
Yeah, Zach took off his shirt, started twirling it in the air. He had Roger Deakins on both of his nipple, printed across his chest.
I'm still not wearing my shirt.
Yeah. It gets just a little bit hot.
Yeah. I mean, for those of you at home, I do have a very pronounced 6-pack.
That's definitely true.
It's a serious issue because sometimes when I take off my shirt, just women, hound me.
Did you guys see any of the foreign language films?
No.
I saw The Square, which I love.
I was gonna see The Square at a
right because we
pre-screening.
got a screening.
Yeah, but I didn't have the time.
No, it's a great movie.
I'm kind of interested in a fantastic.
Oh, it's that Music Box coming up. I'm gonna see that.
The foreign films, the short films, and documentaries, I don't really get into, but
That's because I really don't have any access to them.
But really this year, I'm really interested in honestly seeking them out.
Honestly, just like a lot of the movies that I wouldn't seek out, I feel like I want to seek out now.
Yeah.
From this Oscars, like Icarus, the documentary feature.
Yeah.
It's like about doping and the Russians and I think the Olympics.
Yeah.
Is what I picked up from
that's
it.
fucked.
Yeah.
At the 2014 Olympics, in what was that Russian city? Sochi, yeah.
And also, like apparently they said
literally
that
were cheating.
apparently they said that their informant is now on the run, and he
What?
put great risk to his life.
Did you not hear that? Did you not hear that part of the
I don't think I was paying
speech?
attention to that.
Yeah, they were like, and great thanks to our the guy our insider Chekhov Slonia or whatever. Because
Who's on the run,
who's
yeah.
on the run and his life's in danger now.
Holy
thanks.
fuck, that's amazing.
And it's like, good luck, buddy. And it's like, oh,
Damn.
oh,
Whoa,
that's probably
that's
not
like
good.
some Edward Snowden shit.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's
damn.
the reverse Edward Snowden shit.
Yeah, yeah. He's telling on Russia.
It's a Russian.
Russian dude. How much?
Moving to
What
America.
if he came to America? That'd be kind of funny.
That would be cool. What if he traded those two off?
Costume design. Phantom
Yeah,
Thread.
Phantom Thread.
That's very obvious.
I didn't see Phantom Thread.
I love Phantom Thread so much.
because of the Cinderella. I was expecting Beauty and the Beast.
Nah, you see,
guess there's good
for me,
costume
I was
designs.
very underwhelmed by the costume design in Beauty
yeah,
and the Beast.
a little.
And I think when you have a movie like Phantom Thread that is just solely about nailing those fucking costumes,
There's no way.
there's no way
not
it can
gonna
lose.
Yeah,
There's
and
no way
overall,
Wilson-
I was just kind of underwhelmed with Beauty and the Beast in general.
Oh, I think
Ju-
most people were.
Just because it was the same thing. Like, I think,
It's the same.
well,
movie.
like it was a fun movie. It was a fun time. Like,
I guess.
and like
The thing is, though, they didn't lie to you about that. They weren't just like, come see the new experience. They were just like, yeah, it's Beauty and the Beast in live
it's the
action.
same movie, and then
It's the
and
same
then I
movie.
went to see it, and I was like, wow, that was the
same movie.
it was a little more tense though.
That's
Like,
right.
a little darker, a little more tense.
No. Really?
What are you guys' opinion on the upcoming Lion King movie?
I don't know.
It's gonna be
I don't know.
What,
I'm excited to see where Donald Glover takes the main character.
Donald Glover is gonna be cool, and I mean
Everything's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be a little.
I don't
cool.
know.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
No, literally, that's my opinion on.
Well, I don't know.
It's gonna be good. I guess I might see it.
I'm nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm not expecting anything.
I don't
I'm
know.
expecting it to be Beauty and the Beast, but for the Lion King.
I don't
It's the
care
same
about-
movie.
No, but did you see Jungle Book?
But the thing about Jungle Book is, the original Jungle Book is a flawed movie. It's not a great
Yeah.
movie. So when it came to the remake, they're like, let's just change a lot of this. And then it just became its own thing, and that's why I love Jungle Book
Beauty
so much.
and the Beast and the Lion King
Are
are
two-
almost like some of the best animated movies of all time.
They are two of the most critically
Yeah,
acclaimed
didn't
Disney
Beauty and the
movies.
Beast win?
It was
No, Beauty and the
nominated.
Beast was the first film nominated for Best Picture.
No animated movie has-
First film ever to be
animated film,
best.
I apologize. First animated film nominated for
No
Best Picture.
film, no animated film has ever been awarded the best picture.
Since?
Not nomination, but award.
Yeah, no animated film has ever. been Best
Toy Story 3 was nominated.
Yeah.
Picture. Oh, and Up.
And Up, yes.
Yeah.
So Up and Toy Story.
Pixar fucking.
Yeah, good on Pixar, you know?
I fucking love Pixar.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Those two.
Yeah.
2 for 2. Coco? Coco.
Coco and Coco.
Coco's
2 for
great.
2.
Ratatouille. Coco.
So, yeah, with the
Toy
Lion
Story 3.
And-
The Incredibles. Ratatouille.
I love Ratatouille.
Cars 2.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is so good. No, but with
Up.
Lion King,
Ratatouille. The Incredibles.
I feel like with
Wall-E.
Wait, what? Sorry, go ahead,
I
Andy.
feel like with Lion King,
Ratatouille.
I feel like so much of this podcast is lost from not seeing the visuals of
Yeah.
our interactions, of just everyone's facial reactions.
I'm sure the audience, if they're still listening, are very
assuming
annoyed.
they are. Assuming there is an audience.
They're just
for this
like,
shit.
hey, we came here for the Oscars. What the fuck is this shit?
Assuming we're not just yelling.
I didn't come here for banter. What the fuck?
Hey, we gotta do it for the one guy who liked our Facebook page.
Oh yeah,
Thank
one
you.
guy liked our Facebook
Thank
page.
you.
That's so great.
Thank you very much.
Fuck yeah! Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to my blurs. You represent the realness.
Anyways,
Alright.
I feel like Jon Favreau just wanted to do Lion King because he had so much fun, just like with the visuals and the editing and like the production of Jungle Book, that he was like, this is so fun. Why don't I just do it again? But for the Lion King,
It's gonna be weird because Jon Favreau showed up to a set and did that. For this,
no,
it's completely animated.
They're on a set.
Yeah, they're on a set.
They're on a
so-
set, really?
They're doing the exact same
They're
thing.
doing
It's the exact same
with,
thing.
but
Yeah.
without
Really?
a kid.
Yeah.
No, but
kid
they
this
like
time.
a completely motion capture still?
Yes.
Well, the
Really?
thing is, they still filmed on sets, kind of. It's kind of. It's a
No,
very,
they filmed in a studio in downtown LA.
It's a very complicated process, and I'm in no way an expert on it, so I'm not even going to pretend to
Do
be
you
an
think-
expert on it. But Jon Favreau, he has stated that they're like, yeah, we're doing the same thing we did on Jungle Book. We are on physical sets.
Do you think Jon Favreau is going to be the live action animated guy?
No.
What are you talking about?
Like from that's going to be his base career. Like he's going to do like a bunch of other live action animated.
I think
he's had too diverse of a career in terms of the films.
yeah,
he's
I
made.
think that's saying like after Iron Man 2 is he gonna be the superhero guy?
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
oh,
he made Elf, and then so he made a Will Ferrell comedy, and then he made fucking Iron Man, and then he made Iron Man 2, and he made fucking Cowboys and Aliens. Like he did more movies
man
of
has
that
a
time.
weird career.
But then he did Chef.
But what I'm saying is that I feel like besides Chef, Jungle Book was really the one that shoved him more into that Oscar circle public consciousness.
No, I think
Jungle Book was not an Oscar.
I think
movie.
Jon Favreau's kind of like always been very
he's always
loved
doing the
by
same
the
thing.
public.
Really?
He's doing
Dude,
the same thing
Iron
he's
Man
always
was
doing.
very well
Oh yeah,
received.
no, Iron Man was well received, but I didn't.
Jungle
I
Book
didn't.
was
I
not an
didn't.
Oscar
No, but
movie.
what I'm saying is I didn't know he directed it until I found out who Jon Favreau was.
I
Well, I think that's just a you thing because you weren't necessarily like as involved in the
Yeah.
film community as you when Iron Man came out you were fucking like
I was like
10.
8, 10, yeah.
Yeah, so like you weren't as like I didn't know who Jon Favreau was when Iron Man came out because I was
like I knew who
10.
I knew who Jon Favreau was by the time like Chef came out.
yeah. If Iron Man came out,
I don't think
by the time I was
think
this
he
old, I
owes
would know
his
who Jon
fame
Favreau
to
was.
Jungle Book.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
I
saying.
think
I'm just saying that as a majorly successful movie and then moving on to a similar successful movie, I don't know.
What?
I don't think that's going to be a problem
that's
for him
just- it's
because I
clearly
think
just
he's
like
not.
a thing that he has a very diverse
Yeah.
career. He likes doing different things. He did
Yeah.
again. It's like after Iron Man, he made Iron Man 2, and then he made Cowboys vs Aliens. He made those kinds of movies,
And then he made Chef.
And then after that, he
Chef.
turned to Chef, and then after that, he
actually
made
really
Jungle
like
Book,
Chef.
and he's gonna make Lion King, and I think they've talked about making Jungle Book 2, and after that, I'm sure he's gonna go back to doing what he's gonna do with fucking something else. That's what
I
he
think
does.
Jon Favreau is just a guy who likes to make movies that he wants to make.
Again,
Yeah.
like I see him as a very I see him as sort of like we were talking about this earlier with like the John Goodman thing, where they're very professional and they see it very. I mean this with no disrespect, where they see it very much as like a job, as an occupation. They're very much a director. Again, I say this with no disrespect. They're directors for hire.
They're craftsmen.
They're craftsmen.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, you want me to make a fucking Jungle Book movie? I'll make this Jungle Book."
You want
And
me
they'll
to-
put their heart and soul into
Yeah,
it.
You want me to make you a table? Okay, I'll make you a table. But then
Exactly.
you have people like
But they
Leonardo
put their heart
DiCaprio,
and-
who's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to make a table. I want to make a lamp.
Yeah.
I want to make a
I make
ship.
I make
And you're
it
like,
way
no, Leo,
more
I want you to make a table for me.
because
Why
they're
not?
tours, Zachary Palmer.
They are, and
No,
there's
no,
nothing
no,
wrong.
no,
There's
no
nothing
dissing
wrong.
on Leonardo.
There's nothing
Leonardo
wrong with
DiCaprio.
that. They're just like they look at their occupation differently. Is all.
Yeah.
As someone who's in a tour myself.
As
someone who's a pretentious fucking
Andy.
prick. Who's the worst kind
what
of
things
film
are we
school
missing?
student.
Okay, if you guys want to talk about in my opinion, the biggest spit in the face to me personally anyone has ever given me, sound editing and sound mixing. Dunkirk, what the fuck?
Dunkirk. Yeah, I just think
Why
Dunkirk
did sound
deserves-
mixing
again,
not go
it's-
to Baby Driver?
it's a
That's
very-
a spit in my face, and I will not stand it. Christopher Nolan, I challenge you to a boxing match. Meet me in the park, in Wicker Park. I'll find you.
As the creator of Baby Driver, Christopher Nolan personally spit in your face.
He did. Don't worry.
It's a tough thing for me because
We're gonna fight each other, Chris. I'll organize it. Just come to the area.
Come to Wicker Park.
You'll find signs leading to your destination.
the sound design for Dunkirk was so fucking phenomenal, and it's a very
It really was.
It's a very tough thing for me because I'm so split 50-50 for it.
The sound design in general.
For me, I'm just very upset that Baby Driver didn't win anything.
Yeah,
Because I think that's what really rubs me the wrong way about it.
I mean, the best sound design, I was like,
I'm like, whatever.
The two sound awards, I'm like, okay, whatever.
I
mean, but
Baby Driver really
the editing
deserved
thing,
editing.
the editing thing, that was rough for me.
Because
Like,
I think that really does.
It's
For me,
the best edited
I don't
movie.
think Dunkirk is I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I think it's a fantastically edited movie.
film. It's
But
a very close second.
Baby
but
Driver.
Fucking Baby Driver.
Shit.
It's
that
the
movie
best
is
movie.
honestly.
It's the best edited
I think that movie is revolutionary. I would use the word revolutionary in that
In
movie.
editing, yeah.
Edit itself. It is amazing.
It's so good.
Okay,
really
moving
is.
on. Makeup and hairstyling goes to, of course, Darkest Hour.
There was no contest for
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I appreciate Wonder.
I
think
didn't
it's,
see
but
Wonder.
like that's a face.
Yeah,
It's a face. That's all the makeup they did.
Gary Oldman was an entire body.
Yeah, and it's unrecognizable.
And Abdul.
It is. So, I do actually want to see that movie now.
Which one?
I might check it out.
Victoria and
Abdul?
Abdul. Mainly because of the costume design category. Because I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that looks
really
nice.
neat. Yeah, it looked really neat.
Maybe I'll check it
Yeah, it's on Amazon,
The
so,
Great
like-
Wall
Is it?
was never nominated for.
very-
Oh yeah, now
The
that
Great
is
Wall was
garbage.
never nominated.
Very distressing. Tells you a lot about the industry.
Will
Yeah.
Dafoe was nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
I'm very upset
For
the Great Wall. I'm very upset that the Great Wall was
The Great Wall
nominated.
is fucking garbage. I
Andy,
really,
Andy.
fuck you.
What do you mean?
We're not doing this banter. Fuck you. I'm not sticking up for fucking the Great Wall. I'm not even ironic.
Andy, you're
Fuck the
a
Great
monster.
Wall.
Andy, you're a
Garbage.
monster. Just like the monsters in Great Wall.
No, I'm so disappointed the Florida Project didn't get more nominations. I
Yeah.
love the
Yeah,
Florida
Sean
Project.
Baker really is an up and coming visionary.
I won't call up. He's been working for like 10 years, dude. He's
No,
like
no,
40.
and as a director,
He's been making movies for like 10 years.
Yeah, but they started making good ones for 2 years.
I never
but-
seen
but-
any
but-
episodes
but-
of
but-
neither have
Florida
I.
Project.
Yeah, but the two ones that people
Also, I could be
are
completely wrong.
Tangerine,
Tangerine. I only know of Tangerine and
Tangerine and
Florida
Florida Project.
But he's made a couple more movies.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that he's getting more and more successful, more and more credit.
I mean,
that's
I
what I
guess,
mean by
but-
up and coming.
I guess, but I'm also like, I don't give a fuck about like outside career shit where I'm not like, well, they're the up and coming person, so we might as well give them. I'm very much into like, I know the Oscars work like that, but I'm very much like of the mindset of like, let's judge each individual movie as if it's his own thing. I don't give a fuck if this is his last movie or if it's his first movie. I'm judging the Florida Project as the Florida Project. Florida Project is fucking
Florida Project was great. It was
It's so good.
phenomenal.
It is very good. That being said, I do think Sam Rockwell deserves that.
Oh
Oscar
yeah, I
over
was
him.
not. I was not upset about Willem Dafoe.
It's a good performance.
Willem Dafoe is it's sort of like the Dunkirk thing, the Dunkirk versus Baby Driver thing, where it's like it's such a close second, but
It really
Sam
is.
Rockwell
It was a
edges
rough
out.
year. It was a rough year, just in terms of like everything was so good, and I think next year, next year is going to be rough. I think for the
What's coming
Oscars
out next year.
because I don't think how can they match this? You know,
I guess.
I don't know.
was-
There's a possibility.
I'm trying to think of the movies coming out. This
Can we
year.
talk about actresses in a supporting role for a second?
Yeah,
very
okay.
briefly.
Yeah, I predicted. I got that one right.
Yeah, that was a-
Allison Janney, which I
I-
was very much okay with. I, Tanya Mom.
Yeah.
I predicted
I pers-
Octavia Spencer. I really liked
She
her
was
in
good
Shape
in
of
it,
Water.
but,
Yeah, I
Fine.
thought she
For
was
me,
really good.
it definitely that award will always belong to Laurie Metcalf
I
for
agree with
Lady
you.
Bird.
I 100% agree.
I really do like
It's
Allison
such
Janney's
a human
performance and I,
performance.
Tanya, but goddamn, that performance is so. Laurie Metcalf's performance in that movie is so human, so real,
Mm-hmm.
and I really do like that. She plays my mother and my sister. Saoirse Ronan is my sister in that movie, and it's ridiculous. And
It's-
I think it's wild and it's great, and I really do just think Lady Bird. Honestly, I'm so upset that movie got no nominations because
nominations.
no
Lady Bird
wins.
got no nominations.
No nominations for Lady Bird.
No, that's true.
I don't know, but like
It's hard. It's hard to compare the two moms from the two movies that are about young female leads. Lady Bird and I, Tonya.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare those two moms.
Very
because
different moms.
They're going for very different things. One is abusive and horrible. One is loving but difficult to live with. Two very different things. I think
one's just a normal mom, and the other is just a fucking crazy person.
Yeah, I think I compared it to you.
You compared it to me.
No. I made this comparison,
that-
and
I
I
didn't know
really
you were
liked
doing
this comparison. I felt like it worked really well, which is like one of them is Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. One of them is Heath Ledger in Brokeback Mountain. One of them is this subtle human performance. One of them is just this insane monster. Well, she's not the worst human being.
She is the Joker.
She's just a little bit abusive and a little bit of a horrible mother.
A little more than a little bit.
She's very abusive and she's a horrible mother, but I mean, she's not like a fucking terrorist or anything.
Yeah,
she's
no.
just kind of a white trash. So and she's also incredibly entertaining and hilarious, and I'm not upset about her winning, but
it's not upsetting, but
it's hard to compare the two.
Really, I just
agree with you.
love Laurie Metcalf's performance. Like, I will like look back at that performance and be like,
If I were in
damn, that
charge.
really did deserve just. It's unfortunate they came out the same year.
Yeah, if I were in charge, I would have given it to Lady Bird Mom as opposed to I Tonya.
I
It's also that it's two names that I for some reason I have trouble remembering and saying. So I just call them the I Tonya moms and the Lady Bird moms.
Laurie Metcalf is so easy for me to say.
I still think
Laurie
Octavia
Metcalf.
Spencer. I still think Octavia Spencer.
You know what? I
did a
really did
phenomenal
like. I really did
Yes.
like Octavia Spencer's performance in that movie. I think it's
guess.
strong, but for me, I don't think it is nearly as strong as Lady Bird.
I haven't seen Lady Bird.
Dude, you need to see Lady Bird. That movie
Again.
is so much fun.
I'm the only good film student here.
Andy, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Is it Lady Bird?
Honestly, maybe Boogie Nights.
Wrong!
Wrong!
It's Star Wars!
That's true.
You're a bad film student now.
Bad film student.
You got your own favorite film wrong.
Incorrect, Andy.
Your own personal opinion? Wrong.
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Incorrect, sir.
You are now the worst film student known to man.
Did Call Me By Your... Okay, no, never mind. Call Me By Your Name got one nomination for... Or one win, I think.
One win
for
adapted
adapted screenplay. I'm actually, like... For me, I kind of wrote off seeing that movie after it left theaters. I was like, okay, I didn't get
Is
a
it
chance
out
to...
of theaters now?
I think so.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, I
think it'll come back.
Yeah, I hope so too, because like when it was out of, I was planning on seeing it in theaters, but then like when it was out of theaters, I was like, okay, I have no problem not seeing this.
Good
really,
little film boy.
Because it was just like I wasn't really interested in the subject matter, and I heard a lot of people saying like, yeah, it's really great, but I was just
It's
like,
so great.
whatever.
Have you seen it?
I didn't feel a real desire to see it
It's
for some
because you're
point.
a homophobic bigot.
I am.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's so
That's
good.
That being said, after watching the Oscars, I was like, damn, I need to see this movie.
It's a beautiful. Like
It
that,
looks
there's
beautiful.
one word I will describe it, and that like it's beautiful. I will use the word beautiful to just like if of all of the nominees of like for Best Picture and shit, I think like beautiful describes Call Me By Your Name the most. Like it's just this like this very human story of these two guys like in northern Italy in 1987 just fucking like hanging out with each other, and it's cute. It's adorable.
I have to see it now.
It's
because
I'm not a
very
big romance
solid.
guy, but
That's because you're gay.
Yeah, you gosh darn
gay.
homophobe.
Well, no, I'm gay.
Your
Am
mom
I-
gay.
No,
you.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. I think that's it. Do you guys want to talk about some high points and low points
well,
of this
I
ceremony?
don't really. I mean, as for the show itself, I don't really. Care
I think there were
about
some-
Jimmy Kimmel.
I
Jimmy
think there were
Kimmel.
some certainly moments of cringe for me.
I liked
but at
how
the same
Gal
time,
Gadot-
some moments of genuine moments that I felt were pretty great.
Let's start
I
with the
liked when-
pre-show. Can we start with the pre-show? There are two
we
moments.
don't need to talk
I know,
about
there are two moments in the pre-show I
Okay.
want to talk about.
Okay, there were
two
some
moments in the pre-show I want to talk
that were
about.
fucking
Daniel Kaluuya was talking. Daniel was
see
talking
this part.
about Get Out. Talking about Get Out, and all of a sudden, Michael,
what's his face?
the guy from Good Morning America.
The gap in his teeth lisp.
And
classic.
all of a sudden, what's her face? Just the girl who did the white clipboard girl, the white clipboard guy sketch.
Oh yeah, that
All
lady.
of a sudden, she
the girl from fucking Girls Trip.
yeah. All of a sudden, the girl from Girls Trip interrupts Daniel Kaluuya's
Yeah.
interview. Like all of a sudden, it's like, "I am here," the girl from Girls Trip, and you see the guy
You've
from
been waiting the entire
and you see the guy from
time.
Good Morning America is like,
see,
and he's like, that and one more thing. There was a time none of you were here. I was so pissed that you missed it.
Oh, yeah, you saw someone that
they
used
took,
his
they,
gay.
took, they took a selfie with the audience on the red carpet. It was just like a host that took it, and then they took it, and then they turned the camera on to show the camera. But the picture went away, so all they saw was the camera that was filming him. So he turned it around.
Didn't you tell me you saw an ex of yours in the crowd?
Oh, yeah.
Devin was dating Daniel Kaluuya.
We're doing that.
Devin was dating Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, it was.
And I saw my ex, Daniel Kaluuya.
It was a messy breakup, and he doesn't like to talk about it.
Yeah, it was really intense. Knew him before he was famous, and all of a sudden he got famous.
Did you guys see?
He dropped Devin like a hot apple.
Did you guys see when they announced the Oscar nominations? It was like Andy Serkis and the girls from Girl Trip, and the girls from Girl Trip was doing such a shit job. She didn't get anyone's name right. She was stumbling over her words, and like. She kept like laughing, like she kept fucking up, and then she would like laugh about it. Yeah. And Andy Serkis was just there, like just trying to hold the thing together, and it was so.
Can we talk about her little bit later on with Maya Rudolph?
White guys with clipboards.
That was very
white guys on headsets. The thing is, any guy on a headset.
For me, that was the most SJW part of the show, and that was the cringiest part of the show.
Remember earlier when I said that like I didn't have any problems with like some of the more like political progressive shit. That all went out the fucking window for that skit. That was so weird.
No, it was so
What a weird skit.
Well,
what the fuck was the point?
They both look
at all these fucking white people with their clipboards and their headphones.
I'm almost like 95% sure that both of those women were very drunk.
Oh, well, that and also there are people of color in the industry. There are people of color
also with clippers who also like are in charge of the ceremony.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
There are people on clipboards who are second ADs.
Yeah, exactly.
There are people of color who are second ADs.
Some hateful shit that I don't appreciate.
There are people with the clipboards who are second ADs. People of color on headsets. People of color. Everyone.
It really was just a moment that made them both look really foolish.
It was weird.
It was uncomfortable. It was just like
nobody was laughing.
Oh yeah, no one laughed. Who's the one guy that introduced Remember Me, and I think he made a Trump joke. And
it was.
He's like, there are no walls in the afterlife. First off, in that film, there were many walls in the afterlife.
There's actually a wall leading to the afterlife.
There is a literal border. The whole point of the movie is him trying to get into a rich person's house with a massive wall around it.
They actually tried to like break through border like police at one point, and he can't.
There's border police.
Okay, but I also feel bad for him because because he went up there and he looked nervous. He looked nervous, and he was like he's trying to say like a Trump joke to like break the ice because everybody loves a good Trump joke, but everyone loves a good Trump joke is the thing.
Yeah. Well, I think some Hollywood people will like a bad Trump joke.
Yeah, but I
his hands are small and he's orange. See? You're a Hollywood person.
What can I say?
Ruining Trump jokes.
SJWs are my favorite character.
That's the true statement I've ever said. SJWs are ruining Trump jokes.
We've been going for a while now.
So basically, let's just sum up our feelings on the Oscars.
Oscars are gay.
Cool, Andy.
No, it was solid. I as someone who's normally very cynical and an asshole towards the Oscars, they made very solid choices this year, and I like a lot of them.
This was definitely one of the better Oscars I've seen in a while. Very few cringy moments.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Kimmel honestly did a pretty like solid job hosting outside of like the moment where he goes back.
Marijuana joke, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, that was fun. Andy likes smoking.
I do enjoy smoking marijuana.
Yeah, I don't know. One thing that I do miss from the Oscar is the Big Showman. Is the Big Showman?
Big Showman is the greatest.
No, it's the Big Showman. It's
Hugh Jackman.
It's the showmanship. It's the showmanship. Like back in 2010 when they did that whole Inception bit with Alec Baldwin, or like the big musical numbers with like big dancing things.
Jimmy Kimmel, whoever the fuck hosted this, Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel, I get my fucking bullshit.
Jimmy Fallon.
No, I definitely agree with you.
Jimmy Kimmel's not like a music guy. He doesn't sing.
Yeah.
No, but like we haven't had like a really good like, not even like a sing, but just like kind of a weird like production design heavy like
I think
opening number. Like, you know, it'd be cool if they had an opening number that like melded all of the original songs together.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty fun. Yeah, they could just do that.
They haven't done that in a while, and that's what I'm kind of missing. But as the awards go, phenomenal year for pictures.
Great year,
Solid-
just dense
solid
with
year.
really great quality
And
stuff.
Jimmy Kimmel,
So dense.
and I think
every frame has so much going on.
I think, and I
The
still think,
Oscar's been eating his fiber.
and I think Jimmy Kimmel is my favorite late night. Jimmy Kimmel is my favorite late night show host.
We've
so-
talked
but-
about this
but-
before. I'm
Yeah.
not a Jimmy Kimmel.
He did
fine.
a great job. Like
good.
the Hollywood elite joke was kind of funny.
Yeah, I think there was a lot, this Oscars was very self-referential, and I enjoyed
Which
that.
I always appreciate a good self-referential, self-aware joke.
Like I think
No matter what the context is, I
I
almost
really
always
do
appreciate
think this
that.
year, beyond like the last 2 or 3 years, they really were self-aware in a way that was very refreshing because it wasn't self-aware in a way that felt political or like
didn't feel
gross.
it didn't feel preachy. Didn't feel hateful.
It didn't feel like they were like
didn't feel gross.
self-emulating. It didn't
Yeah,
feel like they were punishing
it didn't feel-
themselves.
what's
It was
the
just
word I'm
more
talking
like,
about?
yeah, we're kind of making like light of ourselves.
Pretentious. That's what.
Yeah, they were very just like it
was a
felt
fun,
reflective.
light ceremony that like also like talked about issues, but not in a preachy weird way.
Yes, good show, gentlemen.
It was
Good show. Good show.
And but the greatest show was Hugh Jackman.
It was huge.
Look at this hit.